Hey guys, Ultimate WWE Legend here. I'm going to be giving you my Monday Night Raw review for this week. Now, if the show started off with Paul Heyman and Mr. McMahon having a segment where Vince McMahon came out and said that these next weeks have to be big weeks to the build up to WrestleMania. Then Paul Heyman came out and said that I'm ready to fight, I'm ready for anything. Then he tackled Mr. McMahon and started beating him up. Then Mr. McMahon was about to get the upper hand and attack Paul Heyman as he hit him with the crutch and then hit him on his back. He was going to keep on going, but then coming for Savior, we see Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar's music hits, he comes to attack Mr. McMahon, but Triple H comes to save his father-in-law, Mr. McMahon, saves him. Them two hit it off, battle, and well, you see Brock Lesnar at the end bleeding, and after two shots to the getting hit twice into the steel steps and managed. Also, I've heard that after he went backstage, Brock Lesnar was receiving stitches for the cuts because of how severe and how damaged he was after it. Now, about that segment, I give that a solid 4.5 out of 5 because it was so good. It was honestly very exciting. I couldn't stop. The hype towards that moment was so great. I liked it so much. I think it was a really great moment to start Raw. Really great part of starting Raw. Then the next part of Raw was Ryback versus Dolph Ziggler. It was a then and there match, but Ryback dominated like he always does. But Dolph Ziggler got a little bit of an upper hand at times, but Ryback ended up winning the match, and then Big E Langston carried Dolph Ziggler in his like this, with his Dolph Ziggler's head here, acting like he's like choke holding him, pulling him away, like Dolph Ziggler's stoned, like Jack Swagger weeded him, like that, something like that. I give that match a 3.5 out of 5. It wasn't that good. It was an obvious match, and we knew it's obvious that Ryback was going to win. Then the next match was Mark Henry versus Great Khali. Now there's been a lot of matches between these two, and Mark Henry always comes on top, and this was the same tonight. Now I give that match a 2.5 out of 5. That's because it wasn't a great match. It's something we'd expect. Mark Henry going angry, giving him Great Khali World's Strongest Slam, showing us his strengths and everything like that. It's not something new that he's done. He's beaten the Great Khali so many times over the years, and it's not something different. So it wasn't that much of a great match. Didn't really excite me. Then we see a clip of about the Miz and the Marine. I've watched the Marine. It was a great movie, and Miz played a lot in that movie, and he did very well. As the past two Marines that starred John Cena and Ted DiBiase, they were good too, but the Marine 3 Homefront was very good, as I saw. And then we see a segment where they're on Miz TV, Zeb Coulter and Jack Swagger come out, and we see Alberto Del Rio, them hitting it off, and Zeb Coulter talking like a complete retard. Doesn't even know what he's saying. He's just like some kind of racist man, thinks he knows what he's saying, doesn't know nothing about wrestling, doesn't know nothing about what he's talking about. But in the end, it was alright. It wasn't that big of a deal, but you guys probably know there's a big chance that Jack Swagger will win the title at WrestleMania. Then you see Dolph Ziggler that night come and cash in the Money in the Bank, beat Jack Swagger. Then them two will have a rivalry for like 1 to 2 months, and then the rivalry will end with obviously one of them getting the upper hand over each other, and probably Jack Swagger not being in the title shot area anymore. So what do you guys think about that? Tell me. Do you think he's going to stay in the title shot? Do you think they're going to have a rivalry like I think? Because I think it's going to happen. Just tell me what you guys think. The next match was Randy Orton versus Antonio Cesaro. Now this match was typical Randy Orton, the Viper dominating, having a great match, and Antonio Cesaro showing us his power, his perfection, his strength, how good he is as a wrestler. He's a great United States champion, but I think it's time that he should give it up to someone else. There has to be a better superstar for the title. I know you guys might not agree, but I think Kofi Kingston should get the title again. It's not that you don't agree, it's that everyone has a different opinion, and I think Antonio Cesaro should lose it to maybe Kofi Kingston once again, and other superstars should return. But at that match, Randy Orton ended up winning it, and I give that a 3 out of 5. It was an okay match, but I expected Randy Orton to win, but it was still pretty good. Then you see Daniel Bryan and Kane talking about their match with Titus O'Neil and Darren Young tonight. Vicky Guerrero and Brad Maddox come out up to them and said, have tension. Bryan will be blindfolded while Kane will have one hand behind his back tonight. So that is a big stipulation. Those two both had bad luck in it. But yeah, that segment I give probably a 2.5 out of 5. It was okay, but nothing to it really. So yeah, the match we saw next was Cody Rhodes versus R-Truth. Now the winner for this match was R-Truth. That's a way to show that R-Truth is back and better than ever, baby. That's what he's trying to say. Cody Rhodes has been losing a lot lately since he lost the Intercontinental title, and since he's been with Rhodes Scholars, he's been losing a lot, which is expectable because every superstar gets their own push, but some get bigger pushes than others, which are the top guys in the business. But R-Truth came on top, and what can I say? He's going to have a great year this year. That's what it looks like to me. Then we see Kane and Daniel Bryan versus Darren Young and Titus O'Neil. Now the winners of this match, I can't believe it. When I saw it, I was shocked, but it was Daniel Bryan and Kane. I give that match a 3.5 out of 5 stars. It was a great match, both of them. I was laughing the whole time at them. They were both funny. Daniel Bryan with the blindfold and Kane with his hand tied behind his back. It was very funny. It was actually like one of the funniest home videos that I saw. That's what it was. It was a funny video instead of a match. That's what I saw in it. So yeah. Then the next match was The Miz versus Jack Swagger. Jack Swagger came on top. That's because WWE has given him a big push. Now, and the reason for this is because Jack Swagger attacked The Miz before the match started, got the upper hand, and finished it to the end, and ended up winning anyway. Then we see that a footage of The Rock unveiling the new WWE title last week, and CM Punk attacking John Cena with the old title. And then after that, we see the #1 contendership match between CM Punk and John Cena. Now this match was a great match. We saw CM Punk give John Cena the GDS, and John Cena kicked out at 2. Then we see CM Punk go for the second GDS, but then John Cena reversed it into an STFU. We've seen that a lot of times between them two, but CM Punk deservedly always wins the matches between them two. It was a tight match, but the person that came on top, it was kind of funny how Cena won. He botched a Hurricane Rana at the end, towards the end, and then gave CM Punk the attitude adjustment, and John Cena won, and now is the #1 contender for the WWE title to face The Rock at WrestleMania 29. It was a great match. I give that a 4 out of 5 stars, and CM Punk was great in that match, and John Cena was pretty good too, but CM Punk was actually the better man in this match and had a great fight. Honestly, Raw for me, out of 5, I give it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. It was really good, and I think I'm going to I really liked Raw this week. It was action-packed, and it's good build-up to WrestleMania. Hopefully, week by week, Raw and SmackDown build up to WrestleMania the way we like it, and we see some superstars returning that we know and love. Like and subscribe, guys, and give me your comments and your opinions about Monday Night Raw. What do you think about the segments, the matches, the promos, the videos, the unveilings, and all those things put together? Thank you.